So 21st of the 12th, 21st of 12th, 2022. We are here live from Australia. Other amazing masters, welcome. Thank you. Take a moment to just honor that the energies at the moment that you're sitting in a beautiful space of ninth dimensional energies. And if you consciously take that in, uptake, I'm just feeling the energies as we're just coming on live. We did a lot of clearing before we came in. So welcome and thank you everybody that's joining and everybody that's here with me, bringing our energies through that is going out to the whole of humanity. And yes, the magpies are here joining us as they do. So we're just settling in, still bringing people in here, balancing the energies. So today is the 21st of the 12th, 2022. This is a solstice, divine healing for humanity. The vibration of the words that I'm sharing today is what I've been asked to bring through my monad, which I will share a little bit more about: soul, spirit, higher self, and monad. And it's about the vibration of the words of you showing up and listening and not needing to fully understand when I say 1111 double pillars. You hearing that alone will be enough for you to uptake the energy vibration, because I want to ask that you check that your mind and your head doesn't go into asking questions and what does that mean and how can I do that and how can I go further. This is asking you to allow yourself to be gifted, honored with a blessing, and all you need to do is show up. Now, it may seem like such a simple thing in showing up and embodying, yet it takes a conscious effort to actually do something, to actually feel into and commit to be here today. So I just want to honor everybody that is here watching and that is joining me here, all these incredible souls and masters that we have been behind the scenes for so long. So again, this is beyond words, the energies that are coming through. Thank you for joining and holding space. We know how big this is, and that's enough. Others will see this or not as guided, whether it's now or in the future, it's okay. We know that the ahead of time energy updates and videos, souls are resonating to now. So I just want to say these things for you to uptake this consciously. And what everybody here was asked to do, and I've been asked to ask you as well, is to see like a water fountain coming out of your crown chakra, but Spirit's asking you to bring that energy back into you as golden energy coming into your space right now, because there's a higher heart and a pineal upgrade that came in 2 hours before this video. A lot of you wrote that you resonated. And then after you bring that golden energy in, is to see yourself washed down with violet energy, whether it's a water, droplets, shower, violet ray, to just bring that protection energy down. It just helps everybody here in this space, and the whole energy just ease when everybody did that together. And as we do that collectively, that is what we're calling the new unity, is community coming together, doing this together. We've been doing this separately for so long. So I just want to say to you that it has been shared that December the 12th through to the 21st, our planet makes the annual alignment with the great central sun, opening a cosmic gateway for higher consciousness. And has also been said the 19th to the 21st of December, galactic center alignment, and the December solstice ascension activations. And this is a golden Christ light and diamond light energies that we are moving into ever higher levels of consciousness. Now, those words and vibration alone, you listening, is already, for those of you that can feel it. If not, it's very okay. There's an upgrade in energy moving up here. That's what the feeling is. A pineal energy upgrade linking with the higher heart came in 2 hours before. So this is beyond words. Living divine healing words and energies that will permeate through what you need to uptake. Not all will be consciously. I'm going to be reading as guided from Energy Synthesis, Lisa Renee. Very, very, very deep, bigger picture stuff that Lisa Renee has been sharing for years for humanity. People like her, they don't like her. It's got nothing to do with it. It's about energy and resonation and vibration. And there are times I'm guided to select small segments of what Lisa shares to read out. When I was first given this over a week ago, when Spirit let me know the 21st of the 12th, I sort of am used to it now. It has become an annual thing where I'll be bringing through a live divine healing through with humanity. A lot of you saw that I shared 2 years ago with Ian White, the Australian Bushflower Essence, the upgrade, and re-watched it, how powerful it was for now. So the energies are starting to shift now, I can feel it coming up. Bring the pink, pink, pink. So this is 18 timelines. This is many past lives and timelines that one way of figuring out what's happening won't work. This is about, if you are a soul, I need to clear these energies before I start reading out what I would like to read out from Lisa with that information. And before I read that out, I'll be resharing about spirit, soul, higher self on MONAD. So I'm back stepping, clearing the energies, which is very interesting in itself. See, I can prepare as much as I like, yet until I show up live, whoever is here with me and whoever is here watching and what the energies are currently coming in, as I said, it was only 2 hours ago, the pineal higher heart upgrade, and these are, and living in divine service, that needs to be included. So just remember that, because the message is souls that come from the head, the mind, and the logic, or souls that put the cart before the horse, and take this with a grain of salt lightly, they will sink in the future. They will sink because your head and your logic and coming from that energy space does not work in New Earth energies. You need to combine this beautiful, what I call the professor brain, the mind and the logic, link it with your heart and your higher self. Utilize the three. But if you are relying on your logic and your head, and you're really clever, and I honor you for that, but if you're using your head and your logic to get through ascension, be prepared. This is a gentle, loving warning in a sense. It's all positive. It's just giving you a heads up that that won't fly moving forward. Okay, so just be aware of that, those souls that put the cart before the horse, because even though I've been sharing and writing for a very long time, now I'm finding souls individually, I'm needing to share this message with many individuals. So you take what you need from that, Masters, because that was very needed to be said and shared, because it involves most of us, me too. I've had to learn over the years. So the energy's calming. See, the more we grow, the less our numbers can be, as these are such a high vibration. This is coming from 9th dimensional energies, which is the highest that can be reached in the human embodiment. So I want to say onwards and upwards to infinity and beyond, Masters. In linking our spirit, higher self, and monad through consciousness of pure, divine, unconditional love to soul, spirit, and soul. So you being here is enough for you to uptake. And there's another area that Spirit's asking me to share is, recently there have been souls, please watch your vibration and words. This does need to be repeated before I read out what I do. Every word, every vibration, what you say does matter. You know this, yet I'm hearing many of you talk and say things to me where the vibration, you're not slowing down and listening to yourselves. So I just want to gently encourage you. There's people that's been in the private 144 group that are finding that they need to shift from there. It's no longer what they need on their journey, but what these souls have written is this no longer, this doesn't meet my needs. This isn't what I signed up for. And those 3D vibrational words, whereas I'm needing to remind souls that it's about gratitude. Listen to what you are saying. Okay, big shift happening right now in this story, because I tell a lot of stories. My story time is full of upgrading energies, and that's why I tell a lot of stories. So, and Fiona's smiling because she loves my story time. Others do as well, bless. So when a soul said they were leaving the private Facebook group, it was the way that the words were written that I wrote back and supplied the words coming from unconditional love to help this soul along the lines of, you are so welcome for the gratitude of being held in this high vibration that has assisted you on your journey. And now it is time for you to move on somewhere else. So the way that that was put was very different to the way that the soul was not taking responsibility because something wasn't meeting my needs. No, you're exactly where you need to be. So the message is, you're exactly where you need to be. Please slow down and listen to the words that you are saying and ask yourself, are they 3D or 5D? And I'm gently sharing with soul that is very 3D what you're saying there. So, and that vibration won't hold in the new. Anyway, I've jumped ahead a little bit, so let's bring this back in here because energies are floating up, up, up. So I just want everyone to bring that gold energy back in and ground, because whoever I'm with here does affect, as in I feel those in this Zoom room. Yes, souls watching as well, but particularly those souls of you here needed to have either been part of a 144 gathering or part of the 144 New Earth paradigm, because no new energies were able to come in with me, because those of you I've had links with, you've been screened and cleared by spirit when you have an association link. So things are tightening up. If you want more of the new updates, you need to email, be added to a list. So things have changed and altered. Okay, now we're ready to move forward. The way's been cleared. Okay, let's take a moment. We are gathering in new unity. This is a very sacred space, and being together amplifies these energies, and this is going out to all of humanity. So you can picture Gaia, planet, the globe there, and you can see and visualize energy streaming to humanity that way if you choose, whatever way you choose to see it coming off yourself and going to everybody. There are many ways. You're a master. You know what you can do, what you're doing in your own way that you've been doing for a long time. You're very ancient and very old, and we're remembering. So you keep doing what you do and how you send energy out, or if that assists you right now, that's great. Because remember, we're side by side. Before I came in, there was a lot of sorrow, releasing of the old earth energies. And it came to share with you this. Feel briefly the sorrow, then choose to raise above those older energies, because we can still feel them. Those who feel deeply, we need to learn another way to handle old earth energies with the new we are creating as we go, masters. Feeling lost came through, very heavy and very tired came through. We are creating new paths in a new way, and I am still guided to keep talking. So there's more energies clearing, and so I will keep going with this. And the reason I explain to you is not because I need reassurance and I'm unsure of myself, I'm explaining so you can see and feel and hear my processing internally. I'm not just sitting here to rock with you and at you. Absolutely freaking not. I slow it down and explain how I do it so you can uptake very deeply from within. And I'm guided to share this next story. Ready, Fiona? Yesterday, story time. Yesterday, I was driving home. I went out to the shops and I felt very heavy and very tired. And I knew I was going to go home and then rest and then get up later when Michael come home. Something in that moment happened in a new way. That's the only way I can say to you, in a new way. You need to just trust when I say it's a new way, being an ascension pioneer. And this is about trusting you. A new Earth Ascension Pioneer, that I'll be sharing about old Earth and new Earth energies and the differences. So it was very much, remember, there's several layers and timelines. So this is where you use your beautiful mind and brain, spiritually, mindful, consciously, to start taking in all this information I'm giving you, because it's layers and levels and several timelines, okay? And I was a street away from my home and I went, no. And I turned my car around in a way. And as I turned it around, the heaviness shifted and I brought in a new energy. I went into the city. I had something to get there and I shifted the whole energy. Now stay with me here if you've done this before, because this was new. This is 26 years I've been going consciously with my ascension. So if I say it's new to the planet, it's new to the planet in a grand scale way for all of humanity. So this is very indicative of new changes, as this has not happened in this way in the past. So we can literally step off one path or turn around from that path forward and make a new one physically, consciously is the key. And that will flow through all my other subtle bodies. Physically, consciously. That was the difference. And I embodied on all layers and levels. So I just want to sit that with you in the future for yourself. So now I'm going to shift into the next phase. So take a moment to regroup. You have, stay in the moment with me, because you have time to watch this back to uptake on other levels. These need at least 2 to 3 viewings in segments at times. You choose what you do, but that seems to be the pattern to be able to uptake all the energies. Stay in the moment. Make sure you're not doing, not make sure, but my guidance is not to write, is to stay here very present and allow yourself this gift. Because this is a gift and you deserve it, and take a moment to allow yourself to uptake it. So I'm going to go into now and shift, and I'm going to explain a little about soul, spirit, higher self, and monad. And after that, I'm going to go into the final part of today, is the words that I'll be reading from the energy synthesis. There's some beautiful words being used, but today is not the day to go into those. You just need to take it on board lightly for the vibration. You will feel it. When I read it out to another master the other day, some of it, their eyes just beamed and I knew, wow, okay, that reaction, great, we're going with this. So, so spirit, soul, higher self, monad. When I say spirit, there's 2 spirits. There's whatever you want to call God, creator God, source, the divine spirit. There's that energy, and then there's our spirit, okay? So when I say our spirit, I'm referring to your spiritual self, which is like another you in the astrals and the multi-dimensions that is linked to your higher self. And then our monad, and that's how the steps go upwards. So it's about picturing you in the human, and just like an outline of a body, and then picture above you another outline of another body, That's an ethereal one, the above. That's what I mean by your spirit, and this is your soul. And the key here with this is through your emotions. So all you need to uptake is that visual. So I'm going to read the spirit is the person that you are, and the person you will become when you're no longer physical is your spirit. See, it's a knowing and a feeling and understanding that you need to be at this point. Not logically, because if you're in the logic, you won't get this, okay? The spirit is the non-physical essence of you that you know of as yourself. It is you without a physical body and free from time and space. Let's keep it very simple, okay? Your higher self, the next link upward in the chain, is part of you that exhibits and possesses all of your best and most proficient qualities. It is the person that you can evolve into from your present perspective. This self is a being that is both separate and part of you. However, for argument's sake and clarification, we can say that your higher self is what you will become in the future when you complete your evolving in the physical development system. Let's keep it simple. Okay, you will read other explanations. This is keeping it simple. Let's go to the monad. The last step in the chain brings us to the monad. The monad is a direct aspect of the force, I'll change that to energy, you know of as God. This is from Wisdom's Door. I've shared bits and pieces from. I need to acknowledge that. So I just see the force, even that word force, I don't want to use that word. I want to shift it. That's how pedantic we need to be. That the aspect you know of as God. Your monad supplies you with the life force. We can use it there. The life force, love, and attention that you need to maintain your existence. Your monad is ultimately responsible for your evolution within the body of God. Your monad watches and makes sure that all other aspects of your being works in harmony towards that one goal. Your monad is one shade away from God and one aspect of God that makes you you. Your spirit, your higher self, and your soul uniquely you. It's a higher rung up you. Let's keep it simple. Now, as distant as that monad may sound, you can touch that. This will help you to understand events in your life that are eternal in nature. This force can supply you with all the energy, love you may need at any given time. Many people will have felt that love from their monad in those moments of desperation when all hope has seemed gone and the end seems near. And you have that energy come through, it's your monad. It's like a sweeping, all-powerful love that seems to come from within, but is bright and strong enough to break free of the body and encompass the energy that you are aware of. That is you. That's enough. I say it's a shade away from God. It's a shade away from God up those levels and rungs. I come from my monad. It took a long time to reach the monad. So remember I said there's going to be a lot of words today. Well, these are labels and words, yet I need to say monad 1, Blu-ray 1 monad is the powerful energy source that I come from. That's taken a long time as ascension pioneer for humanity. And so living a few lifetimes like you have as well, and everything you've gone through has taken 20 plus years of an apprenticeship in ascension is the general light-hearted rule in the human embodiment. So you've got all these teens and young people that need to slow down and understand that it takes time in human years as well with ascension. Okay, just stay with me on this, because people might go into, well, what about the children coming in and they know everything, whatever. Let's not go there, okay? Okay, energy shifting. You're already upgrading from your soul, spirit, higher self, and monad. That energy connection is going up right now, whether you are aware of it consciously or not. You're here, just uptake that information, it's happening. And if you allow it to happen, it will happen. You need to choose to allow. This is between you and your link with the divine, because you need a personal one-on-one. I'm here presenting. I often say, picture a coffee table in the middle. I'll plonk this right here. You uptake what you need. So this caters to all vibrations and levels. And I want to share with you and remind you, this is unfinished business from past lives that are being cleared and healed. This is so big. The amount of times, that's why I ended up writing posts many years ago, is I would say something to one person, I kept repeating it, and I went, I need to write this, because it was getting tiring repeating the same thing. So there's some things I have been repeating lately, and the biggest one is unfinished business from past lives, several timelines. That was enough for people to go, oh, is that what it is? That was the bit I couldn't quite understand, I couldn't quite get. Everyone is needing to create a new link with spirit, with the divine, of themselves, by themselves, not with anyone else. If you've got a partner, children, whatever, you need to find a new link with the divine, with yourself. Just gently reminding. There's anger releasing at the moment, everyone. So I just want to take a moment. I'm feeling the anger come up. I'll keep talking and shift the anger. I just want to label it, because in the etherics, in the astral and spirit, I can see it and I can feel it. So when we're not aware that we're transmuters, what happens is when we're talking to someone and we don't realize that we're transmuting instantly, I could have taken that anger on and gone, okay, unequivocally, we energetically got to, we just can't keep redoing the old, and we just got to stop. However, when you learn over time to pull back and separate a little with your own connection, you can then feel, okay, there's anger coming up. And the question in learning to be able to do this is this mine? Is it theirs? What's my 50%? There's some questions to help discern. These are things I've covered in the past. So I just want to share with you that anger is now releasing. Thank you. I'm bringing royal blue in to help with that. We are unable energetically to keep redoing the old. So stop and go through the letting go, and the frustration of doing so is very big. I shared about when I was, I cracked at my core with physical dis-ease recently that took me off a trajectory and courses and everything, and it really caught me off guard, yet that's what was needed to shift into the new. I've shared about this before, I won't go into it now. And then recently I saw that Celia Fenn also wrote that she went through that for herself. So you're feeling the rage and the weirdness, things are strange, Ella. It's feel it and then choose to raise above. Unless it's yours, you'll know. And what I said before, I can't go over that. I won't read the comments because that's distracting me. So you keep writing. That's for me to stay here. So let some space come in, letting go for the new to be created in joy. Multiple timelines involved here. There's not one answer right now. There's a bigger understanding over many waves, many layers involved in many processes that need to play out. Even if it doesn't make, you can get two answers at the moment, yes, no, and you need to follow one to see which one it is. So that's happening. You need to follow the process. It's not making sense at the beginning like it used to. So I don't know if any of you, well, I know a lot of you can relate to that. You have told me that. So I'm going to start winding up now. And as far as the next segment, reminding you this is holding space of ninth dimensional energies of old earth and new earth to bring through new energies for our human embodiment, linking spirit, higher self and monad through your consciousness of pure divine unconditional love, spirit and soul. The pitch is now starting to shift. Left is feminine, right is masculine. The pitch just came in. That lets me know that there's a feminine masculine balance coming in. The masculine is stronger. So the harshness, that is telling me in my interpretation after doing this many years, is the harshness needs to calm down of the masculine, because we reach our masculine through our feminine. Okay? We've got to be careful of not running on that masculine pick me. How many years did I do in the military, being the only female with a couple other females, with hundreds up to 1,000 men being one of the boys? Oh, I know what it means to run off the masculine for sure. So the Christ seed starts to come online when the monad starts connecting to the body. The higher spirit body starts connecting to the body at the thymus level and starts adjusting the heart pattern. It causes change in hormones, endocrine, biorhythms, like a domino effect when the monad starts coming online. Sit with that. Don't go into the head and the logic. This is a vibration and a feeling and knowing of what I'm reading out. This is about igniting the Christ consciousness, eternal seed atom, and bring that online. The monadic spark starts to connect to the seed atom, which is the Christ consciousness and our crystal body. Dragons have just come in, humming, balancing and aligning, the silver and the gold, feminine, masculine, with that I just read out for you to uptake. I did share that before. Many of you said that is really fascinating. I'm curious about that. You're now feeling the vibration directly from source through my monad human embodiment. Real life, raw and real, pioneer, trailblazer, front line, fucking hard yards in the human as well as in spirit. And you're receiving that right now for you. This is supreme, divine, pure, white light of proof. It's not just words. Thank you for showing up today. I'm going to continue. This is from the Energetic Synthesis Library about multidimensional bodies, embodying the monad. Here's a bit more. The monad is the 7th, 8th, and 9th layer, but it starts connecting at the 8th chakra level, which is the heart. When the monad starts coming in like this, the whole heart changes pattern, meaning that heart chakra is no longer an astral heart. It is a blue heart. I want to share with you briefly, the blue heart is the dragon heart energy. I've done an article years ago about the blue heart, the dragon heart. So I just wanted to add that as I keep going. She doesn't add that, I am. Your heart turns blue and the frequency coming through starts turning blue. She wrote back then, they were showing me something new I've never seen before, which is that blue connection to the turquoise of the mother. Many of you into the turquoise. I've got a turquoise car, toenails, half my house is turquoise. It just slowly happened, bringing that color in. So the 8th dimension is a gold color, but when the monad starts flowering in the heart and the heart starts to configure, feel it configuring, it actually looks blue, and they call this the living lotus. So we're going to see the blue lotus here on your higher heart. I've shared the picture of the blue lotus with the Buddha before. It's one of my pictures. It resonates very strongly. There it is. Our beautiful birds here. Layers, steps, and a sequence of unraveling to progress forward. Energy exchange is vital down to the nitty-gritty of every word and action in every way, masters. Talk table and share to release, then take back your power and energy. Within the creational mechanics of the holographic structure, which manifest the harmonic universes. There are two timelines per dimensional octave. So within our harmonic universe, making up the reality of 3D Earth, within the 3 dimensions, 1 to 3 dimensions, we have 6 timelines. So when we energetically evolve and move up in octave, being initiated into higher frequencies, we are exposed to more dimensional octaves, therefore more potential timelines. Within these dimensions of future timelines are stations of identity, commonly called soul, oversoul, higher self, which comprise body parts or whole spiritual bodies of our forgotten selves. These are spiritual energetic bodies that hold our consciousness, intelligence matrices, our mind matrices that make up our spiritual identity, and of which are designed to reclaim these spiritual energetic pieces during these timeline collapses, which transpire during the essential cycle. This is why those on the spiritual ascension path continually experience the energetic healing by meeting the cellular memories that surface at different stages of evolution in multiple timelines. Being able to tune into these various timelines and sense events or identities that exist in those timelines is one definition of becoming multidimensional. We have to move through the series of timelines in each dimensional octave and reclaim our identity while recoding and changing the obsolete or false reality from interfering with our continued spiritual growth. Like a triathlete running and jumping over the hurdles, we connect with our lost aspects to merge with these time fields, whereby reclaiming and collecting our spiritual bodies, clearing negative forms and clones to make it to the planetary ascension finish line. What is being accomplished during the spiritual ascension process, especially now with the guardian, God sovereign free ascension timeline, is that humanity has to move through all the artificial machinery, the inorganic time fields, negative alien timelines with their inorganic and artificial hologram inserts that program their false, selfish enslavement agendas, the NAA. As we clear false and inorganic architecture from suppressing and impairing our consciousness, we are extracting the alien enslavement programming, alien implants, and mind control. Feel energies releasing out of your head, people, in order to embody our true inner Christos spirit and return to the 0 point field. Take advantage of this energy releasing from your head. You are releasing a whole heap of shit, junk, old stuff. It's going. The heart of the God gateway leading into the 7 higher universes, because the original 5D plan was not achievable, required our planetary evolution, move through the many time fields at a faster pace. Feel buzzing on your crown, releasing gold. To move through many inorganic timelines that are located with the harmonic universes, where Earth has histories and memories to be drastically sped up in our experience of time. Now, silver from your crown and your head coming up. The impact of this is the amplification of the world of forces, which radically amplifies polarities on the earth. If a person is initiated into their oversoul monad bodies, 7, 8, 9D, they will enter the frequency of the next harmonic universe and will be exposed to another 6 potential timelines. A total of 9D is 18 timelines. That's the energy vibration space you have entered into right here and now. I reside in 9D. Came into 5D 18 years ago, ahead of time, and have progressed to 9D. I was gifted my spiritual soul, coming from 2 souls. I won't talk about that today. So this is about you, not me and labels. This is about you having access to that in the human body. There is no vibration coming from Australia as high as this vibration right here in this space. Like you, I've been hiding behind the scenes as well. So those of you that are meant to seek this have been brought here, and that's all that matters. Okay? Let others see and feel what they do when they need to in their time. But don't do it with arrogance. Don't do it with being a smart ass about it with people that are still learning. We need to come from humbleness and sacredness and divine unconditional love, starting with us first. Your focus is you. If you want to go and rush out and help everybody, you need to help you, because you don't need to help anybody. You need to hold space and offer to people and provide the space for them to come and pull back now. It's different. The ascension has changed, Masters, and I'm so excited. It seems my book next year will be on old ascension and new ascension. So it's still developing what the book will be about. It seems there's a need. Anyway, let me keep going here. So if we look at that, 7, 8, 9D is the next harmonic universe. I've been working with the next harmonic universe energies for a couple of years. So let me go back to the beginning of this and say, within the creational mechanics of the holographic structure, which manifests the harmonic universes, there are 2 timelines per dimensional octave. So making up the reality of 3D Earth within the 3 dimensions, 1 to 3D, there's 2 timelines per dimensional octave. Let's jump up to now, when what I just read out, saying that you now have the next harmonic universe energies streaming through right now, 7, 8, and 9D coming through. I'll be able to write about this. I couldn't write about this till we showed up, and it came through to be able to write about afterwards. So you're being exposed to another 6 potential timelines. So you needed this clearing for the 18 timelines healing. That's why you're here. This is magical. This is awesome. 2023 is the year of magic inner alchemy, which equals inner abundance. When exposed to these timelines, the 9D, 18 timelines, they will be activated with cellular memory clearing or remembering these timelines in order to reclaim the identities that exist within those timelines. This is a direct pathway of a spiritual ascension process for all beings to reintegrate all of the selves. It is a lifelong energy. Energy shifting right now. Everyone's releasing. I will keep reading. The oversoul, harmonic universe, the parallel 7D earth. Let me just read ahead. I don't want to go too deep here. No, I'll leave that. Let's just keep it here at the moment. There's a little bit more on reconciling, and I will finish off with this. So before I read this final bit, I just want to thank everybody for coming. What an incredible next harmonic universe, 7, 8, 9D vibrational energy that is streaming through. That was a process of many hours beforehand, clearing those in the privately before we come on live. Then we share that live. See the steps that I went forward to go backwards. I knew the process and I slowed it down and brought it back and brought it back and brought it back and brought it back. So you may need to do that for yourself with others when you see and you know stuff way ahead. So thank you for joining. This will be available on YouTube and to the email subscribers if you would like to join the new ahead of time New Earth updates email list, theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com. I won't go into everything else at the moment. I just want to stay here in this energy space, reconciling memories in timelines, because after this, I will probably go pretty quickly because I'll be just winding up. So when we realize that the consequences of our actions today were the results of inauthentic decisions made in the past, when we were projecting a mask of deception, that moment of realization can be painful. Every little event is connecting through the golden threads woven in the fabric of all time for us to see. Some of us may play out these timeline memories or events that were recorded in time, consciously or unconsciously. I will take a pause in reading more and say many that I've been working with it's the unconscious from past lives, because they have done everything else. And the golden key was when that message was brought through, it's past lives and it's unconscious. And that was enough for the person to get it, to help them to shift. At this time, we are being required to reconcile ancestral memories recorded in timelines in some kind of format. As it surfaces, it will present us with a task or conflict to resolve. Many of us are reconciling the past or future timelines, and that's exactly what I just said before, as well as issues presented at the individual self, the ancestral self, the karmic self, or the collective planetary self, and so forth. See how big this is? See how big this is? We may have come to Jesus, have the come to Jesus moment in our life and be forced to see the pain and harm we have caused or our ancestors caused to ourselves and others through histories of recorded time. We may have allowed another person or thing that we love to have authority in our life direction and influence our timeline, and recently learned they have misrepresented themselves. And all I'm going to say, this was written a long time ago, boy, hasn't the so-called COVID shown the misrepresentation of, this is the greatest shift for ascension, is the COVID and everything that happened. Wow, hasn't that brought to light the darkness? Hasn't that brought to light what was really behind the masks people were using to cope and deal with things? We say that in love and gentleness, but also with very firm boundaries as well. So no matter how this deception has occurred, exactly, if we based our life on a foundation of self-deception, masking identities, that deception is crumbling away beneath our feet, and this can feel scary. Not really, I think, yeah, about time. When we lose what we may have believed is the foundation of our identity, but it can be fearful, that's true. The ego personality, the lack of reinforcement to that identity may contribute to a feeling of loss of clarity or trust in life. Hello, administering compassion and offering kind understanding to support those in this situation is greatly needed today. That's where we need to come from with ourselves and everybody else. Many of these conflicts and trauma have been carried for eons. The focus is on family energies right now. As I was reading this, it came through when they were talking about ancestral. I felt the big wave, yet I kept reading. So I will voice and table now. Very much ancestral energies are healing and clearing. You're not only doing this for you, it's your ancestry. And this is also going to the planet humanity, and also new unity and community in us coming together is a group healing as well. Many of these conflicts and trauma have been carried for eons of time, buried in our bodies as ancestral memories from other timelines. When these memory traumas remain seen, unhealed, they turn into dead light, black energy, frozen or static fields. This dead light creates energy blockages and the distortion. Whew, just got to shift the energies for a minute. I need to stop. That energy didn't fit. I need to leave it there and say, when we clear miasma, the dead energies and the imprints from our individual body, we are helping to clear the larger macrocosm on a planetary level. So when we shine the light on the micro here, it helps to clear the larger for the planet. Okay. Wow, what a run, what a roll. How did we get to nearly 1 hour? It was meant to be 15 minutes. Is a guide that I went for. And again, it's always what it is. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and anyone joining. There's gold and green energies coming up. They came before. So we're just going to finish off flush and gold and green. On the AnastasiaBlueBeyondGuide.com website, you will have access to the 144 gatherings. It is by exchange. You will have a whole year's worth that you can access. YouTube, please, I'd love you to follow for yourself. I see many people that are invited recently that keep asking me questions and information. If you follow a Facebook page and YouTube, you won't need to email me and ask me all the bits and pieces. And next year I will be asking people. I'm putting energy boundaries in now as I'm talking. So that's why I'm telling my stories. Any boundaries are very, very important. And asking people to remember to check yourself. And when you send an email, to pull your energy back. You will need to start pulling and learning how to pull your energy back for yourself. And as it comes over to me, I let people know to help them to help themselves. So I'm bringing in gold and blue right now as energy protection in front. So I'm so looking forward to even watching this back myself. Allow yourself 24 hours at least for this to process. Allow yourself time to watch this back if you want, as guided. If not, that's very okay. It's here in the future. It's these very high vibration of ninth dimensional energies in the MONAD, the upgrade of 18 timelines of a new harmonic energy coming through, streaming live through for the first time for the planet humanity, onwards and upwards with 2023, the year of magic, inner alchemy, inner abundance. And it starts with you. You need to trust you. It took me to 50, the age of 50, from many addictions and many previous other lives. It took me to 50 to start to learn to trust myself. I cannot state enough how important it is to trust you and your link with the divine. I'm sending you beautiful messages now. Much love, amazing, amazing energy experience, still working through it all, aren't we all? Processing all. Merry Christmas every day. Wow, awesome energy. Thank you, Grace. Beautiful, everybody sharing in there, because we are building a new community and this is a new platform. So I will leave you be, and I look forward to those of you in the emails, and I look forward to those of you that follow the public page and those in the private group and anyone that books for one-on-one. So much love, Masters. We are just beginning. Bye.